I can share something that the great legendary Dilip Kumar Saab told me. So I remember driving, he was giving me a lift back and he asked me, when you grow up, क्या आप फिल्मों में आएंगे? तो मैंने कहा, sir, I don't know, देखते हैं. He said, अगर आओगे तो मेरी एक सलाह मान लो. So I immediately went like this, yes sir. He said, be in this industry but yet be out of it. Too much success can throw you off and you can think you're invincible. And too much failure can make you lose hope. But you just have to keep working and take everything as it comes. If there's success, enjoy it. If there's failure, say, okay, there's always a tomorrow. Sometimes it's also important to learn what not to do and how not to behave. If you see someone, not being disciplined or behaving rudely with other people, that also is a lesson.
You've been an actor, you've been a director, you've written books.
Yes.
So these multiple hats that you wear, how and why?
I suppose it's just a creative outlet. Even the writing of the books is something I've always been fascinated by stories. I've been a voracious reader since childhood. And I felt I had something to say, especially since I became a father. I have a son who's almost 8 years old now, he's 7.5. So I started writing around that time. And I wanted to leave something positive back for him. I've been blessed to be able to work with all these legends like Dilip Kumar Saab, Anupam Kher Saab, of course. In 6 movies, I've had a chance to work with him. I've acted with him in 5 and directed him in 1. I've kept an open mind and I've tried to keep my mouth shut and eyes and ears open because they know more than me. So let's learn from people more than me. For me, like I'm getting paid to go on set, but I'm also getting paid to learn. It's like that. It's very fun. If you're willing to learn, there's so much to learn.
So in all of this, like I understand that as an artist, you have a certain process. In all of this, I'm sure there are highs, lows, success and failures, like you mentioned. It's very important for us to actually talk about also the failures today.
Yes. So I feel in today's times, it's tougher because of social media. The whole world knows the state of your career. And also sometimes they troll it that, oh, you're not doing well, or you're doing very well. And then sometimes they troll that also. What does he think of himself just because he's had a success? So as I said earlier, it's very important to be a little detached. See it and be amused by all of this, but know your own worth and trust only some people around you who you really trust.
So when you actually go to the set, you've casted the right actors. What is the bare minimum expectation that you have of actors on the set?
Bare minimum, I would say, to know their lines. It's most frustrating when, of course, you can genuinely fumble and forget, but there has to be some, when you want somebody to come on set and some basic, okay, you know your lines and you kind of have done some work on the character yourself based on the brief and what you've understood of the script. I would say that is the bare minimum. Sometimes what I do with the lines, like the day before or something, if I have some chores in the house, I start saying my lines while doing the chores.
Oh, that's a brilliant exercise.
You can try and focus.
Yeah.
Because on set, there's a lot of things happening. Someone's touching your face, someone's saying, come on this mark, someone is like saying, ye light nahi aa rahi hai. So in the middle of all that, you're supposed to either cry or laugh or do something very serious or something light or whatever. You might have a legendary actor in front of you and you're already nervous. So this is something I try and do as my own processes. Read it many, many times rather than sit and mug it up like a history paper or something. I just read like as much as I can. Just be professional, be respectful to yourself and to people around you, and do your work and go home, I feel. And then whatever has to be seen was Maidan mein dekh lenge. It's like that. Thank you.